Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a very spooky League of Legends stream that we have for you today. UNC Varsity Esports is going to be playing against Oakland University and their esport program. My name is Blake or Podslim. Next to me is the amazing Vice President Yasan or Nick. Nick, how's it going, man?
I'm doing well. We're here at the Shadow Isles.
Yeah.
Pretty awesome.
Spooky, ooh.
Happy Halloween, y'all, but
Yeah.
we got some exciting League of Legends action. No Halloween map this year, though.
Sadness. That is the only reason I play the game anymore, Nick. But these guys play the game for a bit of a different reason. They are more competitive and a lot better than me and you could ever hope to be. And that's just coming from someone who's only platinum. But into draft we go right now. I do not know which team is on which side. UNC's blue side. Thank you, production. And they have opted to ban the Caitlyn and the Amumu, with Oakland banning the Yumi and Maokai. So these are pretty standard bans as of the competitive scene so far.
We've been seeing them at Worlds all the time. They're really powerful, some of the most picked and banned characters.
Yes.
Very annoying. Nobody likes playing against them.
I think the two highest picked / banned champions currently at Worlds are Aatrox and Yumi, which Yumi has been banned, but Aatrox is left up. But UNC do opt for the almost immediate select of Viego.
This is a Jimmy Coy classic. He's very good at Viego. And Viego's strong right now as well. Just get the one kill, be able to snowball out of control in a fight. Basically, if you get that kill, Jimmy will be able to win the fight.
And also, depending on who Oakland decide to pick themselves, you could have a lot better resets off of that passive to be able to make it a lot better. And Oakland, yeah, they were hovering that Belveth, but did choose a Karthus instead.
This is another Jimmy Coy champ, actually, but he usually plays in bot lane. It is a flexible champion, so we could see him mid, bot, or jungle. Usually we see him jungle, but it could be up in the air.
Yeah, about to say, if Jimmy Coy is playing for both teams, who knows? That could be a possibility. One that I don't know if it's illegal, but we will have to see how well Oakland are able to use it. But they do lock in this affiliate. I'm sorry, UNC is red. So you are still right. Jimmy Coy is playing the Karthus. But we do see Cypress going to opt for the Aphelios this game. Yeah. Or could we see that top lane? We have seen Rami play the Aphelios top. Don't know how viable that is into the Viego, but who knows what Oakland will have to counterpick it with.
Okay. Kog'Maw. Kog'Maw's not a champion we see all too often now, but it's one of those champs where if you can't kill him, he just snowballs out of control, is able to deal so much damage with that W.
And after seeing that UNC selected a champion in the jungle that is not able to dive onto you, Karthus does have to stay at a distance. I mean, if he wants to flash in, then he is certainly able to do that. But the Lulu is going to be there with that Kog'Maw. Kog'Maw could still go mid. I don't think it is going to, just because the Lulu has already been picked. That's a very, very strong bot lane. The Lulu enable the Kog'Maw with the speed ups and with the with her putting what's the name of Lulu's little fairy thing? Picks. That's it. Be able to put picks onto Kog'Maw to be able to have absolute machine gun of an ADC.
Even more magic damage on hit, which is one of the struggles you have playing against Kog'Maw. He does both magic and physical damage.
Yeah, kind of like Corki. You gotta build both to be able to really work well against him. But UNC going to finish out the last pick of the first round with Rel. So both jungles and bot lanes have already been selected. So top lane and mid going to be left for both of these teams, and UNC banning away the victor.
It is interesting, UNC. I understand why they chose the sport. They don't want them to get opportunities to bans, but this Kog'Maw will be a big threat, and not being able to pick a good top or mid that can dive on them that either side's experienced with would probably be pretty important as well.
Yeah, I would not be surprised if we saw Oakland ban away the Akali, because Kersey is very very strong on that Akali pick. They did ban away his Sylas, so and and UNC are actually banning away champions that go well into Akali, like the Veigar has the Event Horizon cage, the Victor able to poke at a distance, as well as having the little gravity well to be able to mess up her combos. And we'll have to see if Oakland do opt to take another mid laner away, or if they ban Aatrox, because Aatrox is still on the table and is still an incredibly good champion right now.
Okay, banning Gangplank. It's an interesting pick for them to ban. Rami isn't particularly known for his Gangplank. I don't think that would appear on the top part of his OPGG, but
maybe he's been playing it a lot recently in scrims, maybe?
Perhaps.
But yeah, Gangplank, anyways, is a very strong champion into the Kog'Maw and the Lulu, because if you do get one of those crit barrels that does about 1,000 damage, that Kog'Maw is going to go immediately off of your screen. But UNC do opt to pick the Syndra for Kersey, very high burst damage mage in this matchup. Going into it blind, though, so it could be counterpicked by Oakland, and Oakland hovering a big beef boss in the top lane with Ornn.
Even more scaling, as if Kog'Maw and Viego plus an Enchanter were not enough.
They just need
now
Scion
you're
now.
The Ornn, yeah.
See, Veigar's already banned, or else I would have said Veigar, but yeah, that Ornn is going to be locked in, and the Ziggs hover. I don't know if that's going to go through. I doubt we will see that, but that is still a very spicy pick if we do see it. I don't know the Ziggs Syndra matchup that well.
Not familiar with the matchup, but Ziggs is able to push out those waves, so even if they fell behind early game, you could still play for that late game by just continuously pushing out especially the mid wave.
And it is locked in, so top lane, the last pick for UNC. What will they opt to give Mr. Rami Baba?
Oh, Camille and Fiora are both up. Yeah, there's the Camille. Or Aatrox.
Or the Aatrox. I don't know which one. I kind of like the Camille more here, just for the sole fact that you can get the Hextech Ultimatum onto this Kog'Maw, able to lock him down a lot better, and UNC do opt to lock in the Camille pick. Gonna have something that they needed as well. They needed a physical damage dealer in this top lane. Couldn't go for a tank. Needed some type of physical AD bruiser. The Aphelios definitely would not be enough to sustain you, especially since Oakland did opt for that Ornn, because he could just build just magic resistance that just
one
completely
force of nature, Kersey.
Oh,
basically can't play.
Yeah, you're just not allowed to play one force of nature. Just Merc Treads, be able to have something like that as one of our guests in the studio. I don't know what he's doing, but he's. But yeah, this should be a pretty spicy game. I do like the draft of Oakland a little bit better, just because I feel like their team comp works well, or works better than the comp of UNC, because UNC's comp is very early focused.
Yes.
You have to get ahead early, because if you let both of these teams scale at an even pace and then get to level 15 or like 16, the passives of Oakland are going to be so much better. You have the Ornn passive where he's able to upgrade those mythic items.
Going to get so many stats from that.
That's just passive gold right there. And then you have the Ziggs W as well, to be able to take down turrets at a higher health threshold, because I think level 1 it's like 20%, 25%.
Yeah, rank 1 it's I believe 20%, and then it goes up to 35. I want to say it's a lot. And his actual passive does bonus like triple damage to turrets. His empowered auto attack. So get him a bunch of AD, he's able to easily destroy a tower in like 2 auto attacks, empowered auto attacks in his W.
Yeah, it is going to be up to UNC, and more specifically Rami Baba, to be able to get onto this Kog'Maw or the Ziggs, to be able to just dive onto them and try and blow them up. But it is going to be hard when you are playing into something like this Ornn, who is just going to be an absolute just unit
Yeah.
in the front of the team fight from Oakland, because they're going to play this very standard front to back comp where you have the Ornn in the front, you have the Viego in the middle / front, and then you have everyone else in the back.
Yep.
Just doing their best, just casting those abilities, those shields, those heals, everything, making it so difficult for this Kog'Maw to die.
I'm wondering if in this specific game the priority target might actually end up being the Lulu, because taking down that Lulu, especially when you have the Karthus ultimate, means that Kog'Maw is far more vulnerable.
Mm-hmm.
But it'll be interesting to see what Rami goes for. He has an advantageous lane against Ornn.
Mm-hmm.
This is one matchup where NC State's Bob Timer really does not like playing Ornn.
Yeah, I was
or
about to
any
say,
tank for that matter.
because Camille has the true damage on her Q, I believe it is.
Yes.
So that Ornn early on does not have as much health, obviously, as he does later stages in the game. So that scaling of that just goes up a lot better in those early levels to be able to chunk this Ornn out of lane. But yeah, I do think taking down this Lulu is going to be incredibly important, because not only do you have the shields and the speed ups, but you have that polymorph as well. So that is going to be a thorn in the side of Rami Baba, specifically when he tries to dive in onto them. They have to be able to burn the polymorph prior to him going in, or else that engage is literally going to be shut down with the press of one button.
Yep. Yeah, I'm a little concerned about UNC's draft. I don't think they have the resources to take down these backline carries between the Ziggs and the Kog'Maw. So I'm a little worried about them being able to kill these really strong backline in this kind of protect the president comp, if you will.
Gotta love a good old protect the president comp. But we will have to see which of these teams comes out on top in this first game of the best of 3 series between UNC Varsity and Oakland Esports. Don't look away from that browser. UNC Esports will be right back. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a skyward view, more of a universal view of this Summoner's Rift. Our observer is being a jokester over there. Doesn't want us to see the game at all. But we can see from what. Oh, here we go. We're descending. We're going down. We're descending. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Ah, perfect. That went too far. No. All right, stop. There we go. Nope. Okay, good enough. That is perfect. Thank you, production, for that that trip around the world. But something I want to focus on now that we have a normal view of our environment is Shaggy for Oakland is not running barrier, exhaust, or heal, but is going with Ghost.
Ghost is one of my favorite summoner spells to run on ADCs and ARAM, but I've never seen a Kog'Maw run it in Rift. Usually you see the heal or literally anything else, I feel like. But Ghost will let him run down with the Lulu support. Perhaps he's not worried about dying, because the Camille's the only one that can really kill him with the dive, so it just lets him run down the enemy team.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you do have that much confidence in your support, could see him regret his decision of not taking exhaust. Does get the PTA proc off, already having to use one of his potions. Note that he also did not go D-Blade, but it doesn't matter. Castellan going to go in there. The Ghost is already popped. The flashing the Mastery 7 as the heal is burned as well. So 2 summoners gone out of Oakland University already.
Yeah. Very strong start. I'm not quite sure why he was walking up into that bush by himself, but obviously it did not work out for him.
Yeah, that is going to bite him in the butt here in a little bit whenever he is trying to either go for the kill or run away from being killed. Castellan does going to go in there, hit the flash onto it, going to force the flash out of Shaggy. The Ignite is ticking, but it is not going to be enough. Taking a view at this forest down here. Lovely view. Back to top lane, though, with Rami Baba and Ostra, this Ornn Camille matchup. You were talking about resident NC State man Bob Timer in the UNC Discord talking about how he hates playing Camille into this matchup, but Purple Ace...
Or he hates playing Ornn again.
Hates playing Ornn into the Camille, excuse me. So, yeah, knowing that this is not the best matchup for Mr. Ostra, but Rami's going to try and... abuse his greater damage output in these early levels.
On the part of the junglers, we see that both the Karthus and Viego are bot side. Viego just revealing himself. Might see Jimmy Coy rotate down to help, but it's also possible we just see him go down straight for the crab.
Yeah,
being the Karthus full clear monster he is.
He does have that tempo lead against Ben Sapp, and Kersey getting some good damage onto Hensap. Going to force him to take a recall, allowing Jimmy Coy to go in for the counter jungle. Going to take away the chickens of Ben Sapp.
Bit of a brave move on his part, considering he just saw Viego bot side. But I guess he reasoned he had to go down for his cross.
Yeah. If you look on the map, he did hit the MIA ping around his Krugs. And Shaggy, my friend, you do not have Flash nor Ghost. Going to be going down first blood, going over to Castellan. So not the person you want it to go on, but a kill is better than no kill.
Yeah, it's just going to set Kog'Maw further and further behind. Shaggy's going to have trouble keeping up in CS as this wave's going to get pushed in, and he's going to have to farm under tower, which Kog'Maw not incredible at.
But he will try and make it work. And I think partially one of the issues with his build so far is he went the longsword first. So yeah, you do get a little bit more AD, but you lose out on those lifesteal stacks, or I'm sorry, the Omnivant, and then you lose out on the health as well.
Yeah.
So that is a big key factor in this lane where you know that the Aphelios and the Rel are going to try and dive onto you. Jimmy Coy missing the, I believe that ability is called Wall of Pain.
Something like that.
Something like that. Can production see what the name of Karthus' W is? Click on Karthus. And then go over to the W. Wall of Pain, let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
Flexing my Karthus knowledge, even though I do
ironically, it does not do any damage.
Yeah, no actual pain. It's just wall of sluggishness, I guess, if you want to call it that. Castellan.
He does have the Hex Flash, so we might be seeing a dive with Hex Flash.
Has the Ignite as well. Here you go, channeling it up. He's going to go over, hits the dive in onto it. Kersey with the flash onto it, and with the dunk, Kersey getting his kill onto this Ziggs. Wall of Pain going to hit onto Astra. Has flash available, does use it early, not wanting to give a kill over to this Camille nor this Karthus. He does have teleport, so able to take a recall and not miss too much farm, if any at all. But escaping very nicely. Castellan could look for another dive onto Shaggy. Actually opts to go out instead of engaging. Knows there's too many minions that if he does dive in there, he might just take more damage from those casters than from the Kog'Maw himself.
Also, the unfortunate side effect of being Rel gonna be, if he dove in there, he would be in a slow form, which is not conducive to making a trade. Much better for that all in.
Yeah.
Because it's harder for him to get out when he's slow.
Could be in a bit of trouble there. Does get locked up. Big bomb gonna miss. Castellan gets out. Doesn't have to burn any summoners, and because he does get that shield after he uses his W and goes into the slow form, so that is a nice trade-off.
Bensap did burn his flash as well, notably. Trying to chase over, but the Rel W hitbox actually hit him when he flashed over.
Oh, yeah. See, I didn't catch that. I thought he might have flashed over, and then dodged it, but does get taken off of that potential kill right there. And Jimmy Koi is using all of this time that he is gaining off of this Viego trying to do things, and is actually taking the blue buff of Bensap. So you see it at the top of your screen there, as well as the Scuttle Crab. This man taking all of the jungle away from this Viego.
Yep. Karthus keeping that power farm up 10 CS right now. Could see that increase, especially as he's going back into his jungle now. Take his own camps. So.
He said, I guess I'll take mine. I don't want to take Bensap's anymore. Want to give him something.
I guess I'll grab my red buff.
And if you look at his build, he actually went for the first item shoes, the tier 2 boots, these Sork shoes, to be able to help him get to these camps a lot faster and clear them a lot more efficiently with that Magic Fen.
Especially as he's going into the enemy jungle. Of course, it's a longer walk into the enemy jungle.
Flash in, and could see another death for Shaggy. Jimmy Koi has arrived. One more auto will do it, and by one more auto, I mean Karthus. But it's not going to do it. Sibrus does flash in to finish off the kill onto Kog'Maw. Kog'Maw passive isn't going to hit him, but would have taken him incredibly low. Purple Ace going to run away as Kersey gets a kill onto Hensap. That is all the kills going in favor of UNC Esports.
Yeah, UNC's created this pretty dominating position now. But that could be made up for by Viego on the Herald. Looks like he's going to get it uncontested. Yeah, and that's Herald, of course, got buffed. It gives even more gold on its own, but also going to be able to take those turret plates early on.
Wow, 300 gold. I didn't know they buffed it that hard. Wow. That is a big bunch of gold into the pocket of this Viego, but Jimmy Koi going to trade back the Infernal Dragon for his troubles. So that will be good for the entire composition of UNC Esports wanting to blow up the backline of Oakland like we were talking about. That'll definitely help them.
Yeah. While UNC is ahead, it is worth noting that Oakland's looking to scale, and if UNC can't end the game before they get to those, Kog'Maw gets to, especially level 13 when he has his Q and W max, and when Orange starts getting his ornaments.
Do see the Ornhorn coming out right there. Rami Baba does not know that there are two people here. Does hit the E onto the wall, tries to pick up a kill onto Astra, almost pays for it with his life. Hensap not wanting to continue the chase onto this Camille, and Castellan just is a local resident in this front bush of the bot lane of Shaggy and Purple Ace, not wanting to give up that space.
Kensap stopping a kill or Hensap stopping a kill top lane, but missing out on some CS mid lane and allowing Kersey to get a plate as well.
Yeah, falling more and more behind, and that's something that we were talking about in Champ Select. UNC have a lot better comp for this early aggression, be able to try and use that, but they also scale pretty decently themselves. This Karthus is going to hit like a truck come here about level 14 or 15, and Kersey, I mean, as he gets the max ranks on all of his abilities, they do either a lot more.
Actually, now it's the Syndra. Syndra got her rework. So now it's based on killings of minions, I believe, and levels.
I thought that was Victor.
No, now it's different.
Ah.
If our observer could pull it up real quick.
Splinters of Wrath. Interesting. Okay.
So yeah, she can have 2 charges of her Q now. Interestingly.
And right there we see the 2 charges of the Q go down. Hits the full combo, but is not enough damage just yet to delete Hensap.
Holding the orb with the W probably didn't help decrease, or probably help lower the damage. He was quite able to get it off with his ultimate as Hensap W'd away, but I still don't think it would have killed.
Rami Baba trying to get some damage onto Astra. Could go for more. Nope, does get far enough towards his turret. Castellan, I don't know if he knows he's on a ward now, as Purple Ace is autoing him in the bush, but 3v3 bot. Could see a potential engage out of either side under this turret. I would not be surprised if we saw a potential turret dive from Castellan.
Looks like they're opting to go away. Jimmy's going back up. Oh, looping back around, though.
Yeah,
Perhaps faking them out.
I don't know if they know that Viego is here, though. You see the flash goes in. The Moonlight is going to fall, and that is going to be 2 kills going in favor of UNC Esports. Castellan is so low. Kog'Maw passive going to do so much damage, and Bensap has got the resets, and there he goes. Too many resets to handle. Jimmy Coy actually going to finish him off. So a trade of 3 for 2 in favor of UNC, but could have been a better 3 for 3 if Hensap was able to get Jimmy Coy in the middle of that Ziggs ult.
Yeah. It was definitely a closer fight thanks to those powerful Viego resets, getting that extra heartbreakers, and just all around healing himself too, which is one of the most annoying parts of that ult. He goes invulnerable and he heals himself.
And we see towards the left side of our screen, we see Bensap actually putting down the Rift Herald, and Kersey didn't know that the Viego was there, but Hensap should fall to the Karthus ultimate, and Kersey is shut down by Bensap. Observer takes us topside, and by that I mean directed Cam doesn't want to see this fight in the mid lane anymore.
Castellan, well, looks like he made it out with his life, but very low, as Viego was just able to run him down. Herald only getting 2 plates. Probably not the Herald they wanted, but that's definitely going to help make up that 1 extra 320 gold, make up the deficit.
Bensap might try and look for... Oh, I don't know if he knows that Castellan is recalling there. I'm just going to opt for the Wolves of Jimmy Coy. He's like, I've been taking enough. I've been taken advantage of for far too long. Give me the Wolf Camp.
But look at him, down 40 CS.
Man is quite literally down bad in the actually, as far as gold goes, he's probably pretty even with Jimmy Coy. Oh wow, Cypress putting the turret down to block the Viego dash. See, that's why he's a lot higher ranked than me. I would have flashed. I would have just used the F key, man. Just get me out of there. Next dragon has spawned, and it is going to be a Ocean Drake. So we'll have to see if either team do try and get tempo to be able to take that. You definitely do not want UNC, if you are Oakland, to try and get these dragons stacking. Rami could be in some trouble. Nope, is going to get out. Hits the hook shot onto the side of the Baron wall.
Looks like they're just giving up the drag as Jimmy Coy has already started, and Viego just took the crab topside. Maybe he's going to go back for the 2nd Herald.
Yeah, it does spawn in 3 seconds, so have to see. Yep, he does ping like he is going towards it. Have to see if there is any contest out of Jimmy Coy, Kersey, or Rami Baba. Rami does have that lane advantage right now, so he is able to to walk down to catch
Kersey
Bensap.
rotating up.
Yeah, could potentially see a potential kill here. The Heartbreaker
Oh,
and the
plus
flash.
Wow.
Yeah, definitely.
Just trying to get out of there.
But they do see that Rami is still on it. It will reset here in a second, though. Has 1 bar of that aggression left.
Rami's going for it.
He knows that the Viego is still here and knows that he has some might. Does dodge it with the Hextech Ultimatum. The Call of the Forge God is going to go down, but bot lane, there's a bigger fight going on. A 2-for-0 in favor of UNC Esports. And could we see more? Rami actually gets a kill onto the Viego before he passes, but Astra is going to pick up the return kill, and no one got the Herald. The Herald was at like 1,100 health. How is it still alive?
Yeah, pretty incredible that neither team managed to get that, even after shedding so much blood over it. But Camille showing that power of the Q2, really dealing like a quarter of Viego's health, perhaps more.
Yeah, Rami, plus also getting the passive shields after hitting either Bensap or Austria, getting those physical damage shields probably helped him stay alive a lot longer. Because he was also like under half HP, and Bensap was, I believe, like 3/4 HP, and Austria was about half HP. So almost able to get them both. Doesn't get the extra health that he needs to survive, but he does have the Divine Sunder finish now, as well as Tier 2 boots. So that should make him a much bigger threat in these 1v1 duels.
Interestingly, opting for the Ma second, UNC only has 2 AP champions. But like in that last fight, wouldn't have really helped versus Camille.
Oh my!
1 HP.
Holy moly!
Barely making it out, but
Jimmy Coy pinging MIA on Kersey, saying, "How did you not get that kill?" I didn't know. But yeah, just barely unable to 100-0 the Ziggs. But
some light flaming going on.
Kersey doesn't have a lot of mana either, so he is going to, instead of continuing to finish that turret.
No one's picked up the Herald, I would like to point out.
Uh-oh. Okay, we got it. Okay. We got No, we're all see, they thought Oakland got it. So that's why they were protecting it, man. They didn't want Oakland to get it.
Thought it was the invisible Ezreal that stole it.
Invisible Jinx rocket from across map, man. Oakland just trying to hold off the siege of UNC. This will be their last outer turret that they own. No minions for UNC to push it with, though.
Ziggs is really showing off that wave clear, though. Able to hold his own against 2 enemy champions in the mid lane just by pushing these waves out, making sure their last outer turret's still standing. Yeah,
Hensap not having the best game on this Ziggs 0, 1, and 4 with only 136 CS to his name to the 185 of Kersey. So he is definitely a lot further down in gold. If we could, observer, hit X to see the gold. There we go. Yeah, he's down almost 3,000 gold. That's a little number. That's a little number, Nick. It says, oh, there we go. We see Kersey finally able to blow up Hensap right there, and by blow up, the Herald wanted its turn on blowing something up in the bot lane turret.
Yeah, Rami just ignoring Austra on the orange, just going for the turret with the Herald buddy to help him out. And actually almost one-shotting the turret with the 2 combined.
Rami going to be teleporting into... Actually, no, that was Kersey teleporting into mid lane, and Shaggy gets hit by 1 Sintra Q, and Nick, his health is gone. Where did it go?
Yeah. Weird how that happens.
That's a funny little interaction. Castellan goes in there, does hit everything that he needs to, and all of UNC is firing on all cylinders. Rami goes a little bit too deep there, does fall. It is currently a 1-4-2 in favor of UNC. They have the minions. Could they push this turret more? No. Going to be cleared out by Hensap, but their eyes are on this next dragon, which spawns in 10 seconds.
Yeah. Gonna get that soul point dragon, and then if they don't end the game before the next dragon spawns, it's looking like they'll probably end up with the soul here, and the mountain soul, one of the probably the most powerful one generally agreed upon.
I guess it really depends on your composition.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, if you have – uh-oh. Oh, I thought he got it. Oh, no, I thought he got it there. That would have been Hensap's play of the game right there. But, nope, it is going to be secured by the smite of Jimmy Coy.
Jimmy Coy waiting patiently even after he sees the ultimate.
Uh-oh. Rami Baba could easily take Bensap right there, but the Agoon squad is rotating up top, so good thing he did not try and engage him there.
No vision in the jungle. Definitely not a safe engage if he were to go for it.
Does see
that again. Looks like we're gonna see a fight in the river.
Yeah, it is currently a 4v3. Excuse me, a 5v3. Ziggs is already here or on his way, as well as the Kog'Maw. Call of the Forge God is going to be used. Going to hit one. Going to knock out Rami Baba, getting stunned up. But does just use the hook shot to get out right there. And I mean, that's a lot used by Oakland as far as like their space. Not able to get anything out of it. Hensap, no mana. Rami trying to get some damage. Karthasol going to be used on top just to get some extra chunkage down on the entire team. And all the space that Oakland just had is already gone.
Yeah, they'd pushed UNC back to their tower, and now they're being forced to recall.
All those wards that they just got as well are taken out, as well as the ones on the Baron pit. And UNC currently taking this Baron. Castellan playing bodyguard with Rami Baba in the backline as well. The polymorph does go down, but it's not going to save Bensap as he has to force flash over the wall. And UNC could continue to go with this. Hookshot is going to miss onto this Lulu because of the wild growth, but it's not going to matter. Aphelios, oh my goodness! Rami Baba over the top, a double kill for Cypress. Rami wants more. Hensap, the sole survivor. Cypress flashing in there. Triple kill for this Aphelios. Minions in the mid lane. No inhibitor turret to be seen here in about 30 seconds. And UNC could try and get a lot more than we think off of this.
Yeah, Cypress playing that fight like he's Aphelios on launch. Just dealing so much damage.
200
being
years.
Unkillable. That, I mean, if that were launch, the ultimate would have one-shot the entire enemy team, but...
200 years,
everything.
Nick. 200 years.
I mean, at least.
That
Gotta be at least 300 now.
bro, at this rate, with like inflation, that's like 500 years.
Yeah.
But Oakland not knowing what to do.
Born TPing in. Gonna see if they can pick off Kersey.
Has the call of the Forge God, but is just going to be interrupted. Oh, nope. Is going to get it off.
But Kersey made space with his...
Diego is there. The smite goes down, but they did not know that Cypress is there. Heartbreaker having to be used defensively. Karthus ult going to be used, and the Maul wears off and is going to die. And Hensap, what happened, my guy? Where'd you go?
Hensap was looking actually pretty healthy right at the beginning there, and then just took a VA.
And then and then he didn't look so healthy. That's weird how that works.
Karthus, crazy champion, you know? Not even level 16.
UNC pushing in the base of Oakland. 3 members strong for Oakland, trying to save it. Shaggy, the president that Oakland need, not able to do enough. Could we see a potential dive of the fountain? We do. Castellan goes in, hits a lot of stuns. So many deaths happening in the fountain. But the Nexus is going to fall, and UNC going to take game 1 in this best of 3 series. Wild game. I believe it was 23 minutes, something like that. So not incredibly
close,
long.
yeah.
Definitely a stellar performance out of UNC. Their composition was just firing a lot better than the composition of Oakland, as you can see. Ryan McDad squishing my face for whatever reason. I don't know what I did, man. Ryan, do you have any input on that game? Here, come on. Here we go. We have a special guest star, Ryan McDad.
I like League of Legends.
He likes League of Legends. He is our resident observer. Our resident observer for the day. So all of those amazing movements and everything like that were the product of him. I believe. Wait, are you leaving now? Is he leaving us? Okay, never mind. He's not leaving us, but we will have to see how differently Oakland play in this game
Yeah.
too, because there were a lot of things that UNC played that just seemed like you have to ban it next game.
It definitely seemed that way. UNC was playing really well. I think perhaps the most notable blunder of the game was that early game, the play, Kog'Maw walks into the bush,
Yeah,
without vision bot lane, no Lulu to be found.
yeah.
I think that was actually a major contributing factor to the
Mhm.
game. They just had so much momentum from that point on.
Yeah, big tempo shifter in the favor of UNC. Plus, when you're going up against that hard aggressive lane of Aphelios Rel, I mean, they are going to do a lot of burst damage, and they are going to do it consistently. They have multiple ways to lock you down. They have the Rel W, they have the Rel W2, they have the Rel Ultimate, they have the Rel E, they have the Aphelios Gravitum. They have so many ways to make it work. And to say we are going to lock you down regardless of what summoner spells you have, because he didn't go for the barrier, didn't go for heal, didn't go for exhaust, didn't go for cleanse,
Yeah.
didn't go any defensive summoner spell, went for the ghost because he believed that his team would be able to cater to his safety necessities enough to be able to keep him alive, but obviously just not able to do it.
Unfortunately, not quite enough, but
Yeah, I do believe we are going to hop into a quick break while we start setting up the lobby for Game 2. Don't look away from that browser. UNC Esports will be right back. I hope you didn't leave your browser like I told you to, but we are in the draft for game number 2. Which teams are which, I do not know. I assume UNC is on the red side again because they did ban the Yumi, and Oakland bans away the Viego and the Karma. I'm surprised Oakland did not switch sides after last game.
UNC, I think it's red. UNC's red because they banned the Draven again as well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to assume.
Thank you, Prod.
I'm going to assume Oakland's ADC is a prolific Draven player.
Yeah,
but
that's the word. Dude, do not feel bad. I have a cut on my tongue, and anytime this game or last game that I've said Cyprus, people can probably tell that there is a lisp. I cannot help it. Get over it. If you want to cast, message Camo Henry or Podslim on Discord, and you can show me how to do it properly. But UNC holding on this last ban. We do not know what it is just yet, but the Aphelios is taken out of the hands of Cyprus, and the Aatrox is going to be banned away. That was something that was left open last game, but Caitlyn is actually going to be first picked. Very interesting.
Another long-range ADC. Plays very differently, though. Especially in the early game, a lot stronger. But we'll see what they pair it with, because supports often dictate the pace of the lane. So,
and
Braum.
Jhin or Nyla. Those are two very different ADC playstyles.
Okay,
it is going to be Jhin. So Cyprus playing for that long-range ADC as well. Has the Deadly Flourish as well as the Curtain Call to be able to do some big damage in the backline of Oakland. And Echo going to be the second pick, and that could be flexed a few different ways.
Pick. Could be. I've never seen either Kersey or Jimmy Coy play Echo, so I'd be interested to see which of them was the big advocate.
I don't know, man. Could this be a 2016 tank Echo jungle way back in the day? But no, it is going to be Maokai. That is something that was left open off of this ban, because keep in mind that Aatrox was the Maokai ban last time around. So two picks that were banned in last draft, the Caitlyn and the Maokai, are selected this time around. Henry's over there laughing. I don't know why. He's putting something up there. Who's looking? Oh, Nick is looking at him weird. I don't know why Nick is looking at him weird. But Oakland trying to finish off this first round of picks for themselves with a no pick. They're playing four champions. I can hear the thing in the background. I give Prod permission to see what the messages are. Seraphine.
Okay,
thank you.
They picked Sarah Queen.
Sarah Queen, and that is also a very flexible. Could go support or could go mid. But the Amumu.
Last time Oakland actually banned this pick. I'm imagining this is Amumu support.
Another flex pick.
Yeah, I'm pretty Sure Castellan has played Amumu support before.
Yeah.
And I've not ever seen Jimmy Coy play Amumu.
Yeah.
It does not seem like much of a Jimmy Coy champion either.
Ever since they gave him 2 charges on the bandage toss, he has become a lot more viable in the support role, be able to have those engages a lot more efficiently. Plus, he is pretty tanky in later stages of the game. But it is going to be interesting in this Caitlyn, if it is Caitlyn Seraphine, that is something that is just going to be poked out and abused in the early stages of the lane, because you're going to have 0 range if you miss that bandage toss.
Yeah. Having Jhin long range ADC, but not near as long as Caitlyn, and certainly not as long as Seraphine when she has her little notes up.
Yeah, definitely going to be auto-attacked and hit with abilities consistently in this lane unless he can close the distance.
Kersey Silas, once again, getting banned.
Sag.
But
F in the chat, please.
And Set. Don't want Rami on the set, I guess.
Yeah, thank you for that. Yeah, Set is a interesting band. I wonder if that is throwing a hint to what they might pick top lane. Because it could be Maokai top, but it is more presumably Maokai jungle. That is what we have seen a lot more in professional play. But Ezreal actually going to be picked, so it's Ezreal mid?
Rami's?
Ezreal
Is
top?
Rami going Jin top?
Is this a Jin top angle? It's a Ryan is over there nodding. It is a Jin top angle.
I think it is.
Unless we see, he can't pick Aphelios top because it's banned.
Hovering Nautilus, so it looks like it'll be Seraphine mid lane.
It's Seraphine top lane.
Seraphine top lane, yeah.
Is Seraphine into the Jin top lane.
The classic Jin top counter pick.
I think I heard LS talk about that.
Probably.
Talk about the Seraphine being the Jin top lane counter pick. But this last pick, presumably going to be for top lane for Oakland, unless they do opt for the Maokai top and they're picking a jungle here. Kazakhstan, yeah, so it is Maokai top.
Okay.
Maokai top into
Ezreal, Jin,
Jin.
Echo,
I can't pick Aatrox. Aatrox is banned. Gangplank, that was banned last game. Do we see Rami pull it out?
Rami doesn't really play too much Fiora, but he could.
Oh! I'm a prophet. I'm a prophet. Do it. Gangplank. Barrels. Tobias Fate. Let's go. Gangplank is locked in. So it is Ezreal mid instead of, or is it Gangplank mid?
Is it? Who's the support?
Amumu is definitely the support.
So is it Echo jungle and Ezreal mid or
Ezreal jungle?
That's a throwback pick, but
we will have to see what it is whenever we get into game. But we wanted to take this time to go off of draft a little bit and talk about our Halloween costumes. Nick, do you want to go first or me?
Sure thing.
You'll go first? All right.
I'm the classic character Shinji Ikari from the anime Neon Genesis Evangelion. Yeah, there's me.
I was wondering what Henry was doing over there.
The classic chair pose.
Classic, yeah. I of course knew that immediately. There was no doubt in my mind.
No doubt.
I might get some flame for this, but I've not watched it. Is it worth watching?
I would say yes. It's
Ryan
one
says
of my
no.
favorite animes.
Nick says yes. Camo Henry, have you watched it? Camo Henry's not watched it. So. Oh, okay. So Ryan says he has not watched it. So his viewpoint is a little bit skewed. If you are in chat and have watched Neon Genesis, then please tell us your thoughts.
Please do.
But
I will tell you if you're wrong.
Nick says you are entitled to your own opinion unless your opinion is wrong. That is his take on that. But I am a golf caddy. I do not have the name ironed onto my back just yet. But me and my wife, I'm a golf caddy. She is a golfer. So we're going to be like a little couples costume type of thing. So yeah, it just looks like Henry pointed out to me yesterday. It just looks like I'm a big painter, like the painter overalls. So I thought the Adidas hat would help a little bit. I have a Masters hat, but I was showing it yesterday. It looks like this. If I wear it, it's like really small. So I didn't want to wear that. So I just opted for the Adidas hat. But yes, if you guys have your Halloween costumes picked out and everything like that, that is very good. Better than most people. I've heard a lot of people I'm still waiting on mine to come in. I was like, bro, Halloween is Monday. You guys need to pick that up. But trying to fit into the spooky season game a little bit.
Here at the Shadow Isles, got to be in costume.
Yeah.
They're well known for their Halloween parties every year. You know, the harrowing, it's a big party, I hear.
And they
definitely no killing.
Riot hasn't done a Halloween event in so long. They haven't really
didn't even get Halloween skins this year.
Wait, did we not?
No.
I thought we did. Wild
Wild Rift.
Rift did. Oh boy. Oh my gosh. Wild Rift. Pepega. Yeah, I can see it on the monitor over there. It is Ezreal mid into the Seraphine. We're actually going back to it to check it out.
Okay.
So it is Rami Baba on the Gangplank and the Echo Jungle. I'm very sad it's not Jhin top lane, though.
Yeah, very disappointing.
Yeah, I already don't want to
I'm
watch the
going
game
to
anymore.
DM Rami an angry message when we go on break.
I'm going to say, what the heck, man? Why did you not pick the Jhin top? I think they wanted it, but after looking at the composition of Oakland, they were like, no, yeah, we should probably pick something a little bit better. But, yeah, spectator delay is going to start here in a second. Ryan is showing us something. But, yeah, let me see it.
Disappointing that Dorian couldn't
Okay,
send that
yeah.
in chat.
Yeah,
He's obviously a coward, I would like to add.
Yeah, someone we are not going to disclose, even though I think Nick already disclosed their identity. But they said watching Neon Genesis is not worth it. So go and Nick will prove them wrong here in a second when we go into break. And speaking of break, as Ryan does the floss off camera, which I'm a very big fan of, we are getting into the second game of UNC League of Legends between Oakland Esports and your UNC varsity squad. Don't look away from that browser. UNC Esports will be right back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Game 2 between Oakland University and UNC Esports. UNC is up 1-0 to Oakland University. Yep. So going to be an interesting start from Oakland. They are all running top lane. Maybe going to try and catch out Rami Baba. Zoom in a little bit more. Could see him right there. Nothing going to be used, sadly. I do have a lot of ways. Oakland does have a lot of ways to lock down this side of UNC. Have Maokai, they have Seraphine, they have Shaggy's Traps, they have Purple Ace, and they have a lot of ways, but Rami not going to take that chance. Just going to sit under his turret for the foreseeable future.
Yeah. So they're fanning back out to their positions. UNC got that ward down in the bot lane bush, but other than that, oh, they actually got one on the Raptors too. So,
yeah, but Oakland did get one on the red buff of
Yes.
UNC, so that is going to be a handy timer for them. Rami throwing up the mastery level 6 on that gangplank. First strikes all around in this game. 3 first strike runes, all across the map. Purple Ace throwing up the free Doge emote. Oh, he picked the wrong bush. Castellan going to hit the bandage sauce onto Purple Ace. Does get the passive onto him, so it does like a lot more
waiting
damage.
for that aftershock to use the force shot.
Very smart, because whenever you do have that aftershock up, you do have a lot more resistances. But we could see a fight down here. Purple Ace flashing away. That ignite is actually just going to kill him. No, the bandage sauce going to finish him off. Cypress and Castellan very low. No heal for UNC, only a cleanse. Shaggy doing his best to try and finish off the kills, but too many minions not able to do it just yet. 1-0 in favor
Probably
of UNC.
worried that Amumu Q is going to come back up any second. Going to finish him off with the Q into hook force shot.
I mean, he does have cleanse, so if he really thought he needed it, could have used cleanse there.
Yeah.
But Astra not liking this gangplank lane right now by any means.
Yeah, Rami just really able to abuse Gangplank. Poke him down, get that extra damage. Having to run the first strike. Thankfully, they did nerf the Grasp of the Undying interaction with Gangplank. Now his ranged auto attack counts as a ranged auto attack. So not quite as oppressive as he used to be, at least in terms of the healing.
Yeah, that first strike still getting a lot more gold in his pocket. Jimmy Coy trying to get the kill onto
Forcing
Insap.
the flash.
Uh-oh. There's a lot of people in the jungle of UNC. The dredge line just barely going to miss onto Castellan. Still had the flash, but Astra going to use the Twisted Advance onto Rami Baba, who does have that level advantage as well as the wave advantage pushing into the turret.
Yeah, Jimmy Coy and Hensap trading flashes. Hensap having to recall no mana, but has that TP. Gonna come back full mana with a tier now.
Yeah,
Gonna get that stacking early.
wanting to play this lane a lot more defensively, not wanting to try and go aggro into Kersey's Ezreal, who is running the Conqueror and already has a Sheen at 4 minutes.
Ooh.
That is going to be very abusive into this Seraphine. The poke from the Mystic shots doing so much work. And Castellan, despite being level 2, playing like he is level 6, does get hooked right there. Going to get locked up, but Shaggy and Purple Ace are in a bit of trouble. This Nautilus gets locked up. My friend has no flash, and it is going to be given over to Jin. Castellan almost falls, though.
But managing to survive.
Rami
Good.
Baba in trouble right here.
Rami.
Still has the orange and the flash.
Okay.
Does flash out there. But yeah, you were saying about the bot lane.
Castellan getting away saves him a little bit of gold, but it probably wouldn't have been too much of a big deal if he hadn't, because it would have gone over to the Nautilus. And, you know, gold's good on tanks, but not relative to someone that scales.
Oh my gosh, the flash bandage toss over. Castellan is still going to fall, but Shaggy doesn't even get an assist.
Yeah.
Didn't hit him at all, so it only going to go over to Purple Ace, and that's another kill into the pocket of Cypress.
Yeah, Cypress looking very far ahead now. selling, going back and forth on the tier 2 boots is going to end up with the Boots of Swiftness, plus 2 extra daggers, or long swords.
I think that's very smart into the team of Oakland, because you do have the Seraphine, the Nautilus, and the Kha'Zix who are able to do a lot of stuff from range or are able to gap close very quickly. So having that extra little bit of speed is going to make all the difference in between a death and an escape.
Gonna help him dodge these Nautilus Qs and all the skill shots that are coming out. And in lane, it's just gonna enable him to run down this Caitlyn further, especially once he gets that 4-shot, and it's gonna get a ton of extra movement speed from his passive.
Castellan tries to go for the bandage toss in there, not going to hit though. Deadly Flourish is going to hit Purple Ace, but not going to get the root because he didn't have any stack on.
Castellan did not opt to turn on the W or use the E, so
Cypress trying to finish off Shaggy right there, but Purple Ace going to have to use the flash that I believe just came up. So that thing is being used on cooldown for the bot lane of Oakland.
He does have Hex Flash, so it's not the end of the world. You know, getting value out of the rune, I guess, but
not the value you want, though. I mean, that is, especially in this lane, not the optimal. Speaking of optimal, Kersey making most optimal use of his Sheen. The flash over it. Barely misses the Mystic shot. Predicts the movement of Hensap wrong, just barely, and that is a big cooldown.
Yeah, using the flash, not the most important summoner on Ezreal because he does have the E, but now he can't use the E as aggressively and still get out alive.
Speaking of aggressive, Jimmy Koi trying to get the W off, does get the shield, but I don't know why Bensap backed off there, but he could still try and go back into the flash onto him, does force the ultimate out of Jimmy Koi.
Yeah, Jimmy taking that really risky fight. He is up a level, did have his ultimate, but Kha'Zix is not the kind of champion you want to be facing when you're alone.
Yeah, does have that
massive bonus damage from his Q.
Yeah, the isolation passive, able to chunk anyone, regardless if you are a tank or otherwise. And right now, Jimmy Koi does not have any tank stats. Nor do I think he will get any at this point, because he does have the Blasting Wand and the Amplifying Tome, as well as a Dark Seal. He is going just full AP and full aggression on this build.
Definitely hoping to start snowballing. Ooh, Bensap getting the red buff, hitting level 6, but he is having to flee.
Yeah, just
as he sees Castellan on his way.
Just jumps over the wall, but the Cannon Barrage was actually used onto Bensap, but on the other side of the map, Cypress using a little bit of a late cleanse could mean his demise. No, the Ace in the Hole is not available for Shaggy. Bensap now being the one pushed out of his own jungle, as we could see a potential 3v3.
Looks like they're opting to trade buffs back and forth. Castellan level 4.
Oh, a big encore onto 3 of UNC. The root goes down, and that is so much damage for Oakland. So many low health bars. Hensap not able to finish it off. Oh, just going to miss. Ezreal trying to finish off the kill there. Kersey not able to get it.
Yeah, True Shot Barrage. Gonna get flashed by the Seraphine. Probably worth trade, but I think you would have rather had the kill.
Absolutely.
As Cypress is just getting pushed off of this wave. It's going to have to ult to pressure them off the tower. Hopefully they don't get all 5 plates.
Yeah, that was an interesting curtain call. I know he was trying to do that Purple Ace with his juke shoes already. He does have the Mobies, which I think is interesting considering he hasn't done much roaming this game.
Yeah, but it's possible we'll start seeing him roam out now, especially as Caitlyn's gotten so much gold back. Is probably actually very close, if not ahead in gold from those 3 plates.
Yeah, that is definitely a lot. If we could ask production to go over to the keyboard and hit X. Yeah, there we go.
Actually, still behind 500 gold, actually.
Yeah, but he's not as down as he was. Let's keep in mind, he was down a lot. Ace in the Hole going to be used for some extra damage. Thank you, Prod, for that. And
Cypress walking up into river after seeing the Kazakhs, and it's going to have to use his flash for that.
Oh, but it could be making him pay. Bensap is in a bit of trouble, having to use the dash away. Gets hit by the chilling smite. Jimmy Coy, 1, 2, one more will do it. But on the other side, Cypress and Castellan are so low. Shaggy going to finish off the kill onto Jin, but takes one turret shot. And oh no, Jimmy Coy, he has
stepping on a trap.
Has the ultimate available. He's not going to press it. Double kill going over to Shaggy. Jimmy Coy saving his ultimate for next game, apparently.
Yeah, that trap really proving brutal for him. Probably would have been able to get the kill on the Caitlyn had he not stepped on the Caitlyn trap walking up.
Yeah, because I believe Caitlyn was right in the area of where his ult would have came out as well. So not only does he get all that health back, but he gets that massive burst of damage onto these squishy Caitlyn health bar. But this turret is all but gone for UNC. Could they save it? Castellan doesn't even have level 6. Does hit the bandage toss onto the purple ace, though. Purple is going to have to flash away. Ignite is ticking down. Health bars are getting low. The cannon barrage from the other side of the map. Rami Baba wanting a piece of it. Cypress is low, and another kill goes over to Shaggy. Kersey could be in trouble as well. Almost gets charmed under the turret. One more will do it. The True Shot barrage is available. Going to use it off screen, presumably. But Castellan trying to run away from this Kazakhs, and UNC starting to feel the effects of their overstaying.
Yeah. Not exactly where you want to be. You get that kill, you get a favorable fight, and then you get punished again for staying later.
I guess the silver lining for UNC is that turret did not fall. So
yeah.
It is still up, but it is like 500 HP, so it could be going down here in the next few minutes. But if Oakland want that plate money, they have to do it within the next 2 minutes. So we'll have to see if they make a pressure move for that.
Caitlyn pushing in the wave, looking like they're trying for it. Purple Ace hitting the hook onto Jin. Caitlyn's too far out of range, though.
Yeah, bandage toss is going to go in retaliation, and the Kraken Slayer is available already for Shaggy. Curtain Call going to be used a bit defensively. Purple Ace just going to throw up the Doge emote once again. Have to see, that's his favorite one so far. And the Ace in the hole, it's just being used for poke at this point. It's not even being used for the finishing of kills.
Cleverly, Shaggy's always waiting.
Hex flash over the wall, and that is going to be 1 and 2 more potentially. No, Cypress does get out.
Yeah.
Depth charge used on a Castellan, and
But it looks like they're going to get the plate. Oh, Bensap's probably going to come in.
Oh, no, Cypress, don't walk in the bush.
No.
Cypress made the grave mistake of walking into his own jungle with no vision as a Jin. That is not the best. And speaking of not the best, Oakland going to finish off this turret and moving towards the dragon as well. But Jimmy Coy trying to finish off the kill onto Hensap, and he does. And there's a Rift Herald mid as well. That turret is gone, my friends.
Not the first turret, but they are still going to get the
Castellan trying to get the 1v1 onto Shaggy, but he does have the Kraken Slayer. Castellan just doesn't have the damage of the cleanse. Shaggy 1 HP. Oh, the Deadly Flourish. Oh, Cypress from 2 screens over.
Arguably the better outcome, getting the shutdown onto the Jin.
Kersey trying to get the better outcome of this by getting away alive. Rami Baba and the Cannon Barrage doing his best to save him, but yeah, that's a very good shutdown into the pocket of Cypress.
Yeah. And I'm not sure, but I don't think Amumu was probably worth full gold.
Probably
Has he
not.
Kill
He not since.
Yeah, so he's probably worth a little less, and I believe that was a 300 bounty or just 150.
It was either 150 or 200, but I mean, a bounty is still a bounty. Which, I mean, will help you get back into this game a little bit, because Shaggy is the one now who I believe does have that gold lead. Well, actually, it might be no. Yeah. He still has
full 5 plates.
Well, I mean, if you look at items, he's really only up the Vampiric Scepter.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Because I mean, BF and Zeal's a little bit less than BF. It's like 150 less, I think. But the Hex Flash over for Purple Ace. Going to hit that Dredge line once again. Castellan, my friend, you are locked up and gone. 1, 6, and 7 for Castellan, not having the best of games. But the curtain call is going to go out. Purple Ace, you do not have the health to tank any more of those bullets. Ultimately going to be used from Jimmy Coy to stay alive. And the ace in the hole, once again, used for poke instead of just saving it.
Cypress using that Gale Force aggressively earlier to poke down before his 4-shot. And I think that actually allowed them to secure the kill onto the Nautilus.
Yeah, and Nautilus, I think Purple Ace just assumed he had more health than Shaggy and was like, yeah, I'll tank some of these bullets. And after he took 2, he was at like 300 HP. So he's like, oh, well, I can't really take any more of these. And he got locked up by the, I believe it's called Parallel Convergence,
Yes,
the W from Echo.
Sure.
So it gets locked up right there. But Kersey gets locked up by the Encore from Hensap. Nothing going to come of it, though. It is a 2v2 potential bot. Nothing going to happen just yet, though. Oh, no. Oh, Castellan. That was sad. It was sad to watch.
Unfortunate.
I don't know if you heard it, Nick, but the Gangplank said main cannon at the ready, so he already has one of his ultimate upgrades ready to go, and that is the Death's Daughter, where it has the true damage shot in the middle of the ultimate. So that is going to make those ultimates a lot more effective in these team fights. I'm really surprised he didn't go with the more waves upgrade of his ultimate, because that can also be very helpful in these team fights. But just wanting to get the extra little bit of soft CC for these engages.
Haps looking, see maybe Castellan goes in, gets an ultimate off, and he's reasoning that he'll always get it onto the Caitlyn.
Yeah.
That center shot.
He's having a lot of faith in the Samumu, who Castellan has been very aggressive. Hensap trying to get step up as well. And my friend, you made the grave mistake of farming. That is the biggest sin you can do. But Rami Baba about to pay for the farming sin as well. 3 topside. How long can he hold out? W is going to be used to try and ward off some of that CC, but Bensap on a killing spree. Kazik starting to come online. Uh-oh, Shaggy is seen from Jimmy Coy. Going to use the 90 caliber net to get away. Jimmy Coy going to go in. That's a big chunk of damage. The ultimate is going to be popped. He has the ace in the hole available. Oh, the arcade. Not going to do it. Shaggy taken so low. And the traps. The Curse of the Sad Money going to be used, but Jimmy Coy going to pick up the kill. The depth charge is going to finish off Castellan and Jimmy Coy, though. 2 kills for Purple Ace, and it is a 2-for-2 trade.
A really interesting fight bot lane there, as both that Caitlyn really showing off her damage, but just a little short on 2 different targets, and ends up dying for it.
You see, he had the ace in the hole, but wasn't able to use it because there were other people there.
Yeah.
So it would have just gotten bodied by someone else. But the depth charge killed both Castellan and Jimmy Coy, which I thought was so funny.
Not something you see very often.
Yeah, Kersey tried to use the True Shot Barrage on the top of it. Oh, he does see Bensap, though. There's the Goon Squad bot. Yeah, if he gets hit by 1 or 2 more of those
Using
Mystic
his
shots.
second ult. Oh, now it's all gone.
Yeah, he doesn't have the upgraded version of his ult just yet, I believe.
Probably opting for the Q and the E.
Yeah. I don't know with that Kazik skin. I don't know what it looks like. True Shot Barrage is going to hit onto Shaggy, but the lockdown goes, and he's going to hit one. Curtain Call comes over the top of it, but too much CC, and Oakland University going to take this fight pretty easily. A teleport top lane to try and keep Rami Baba off this turret, who's already gotten half of it.
Yeah. Even despite that fight and being up kills, they are still down almost 4,000, over 4,000 gold. Just the power of the like over 800 gold you get from those tier 2 turrets.
Yeah,
really
Rami Baba getting pretty low, having to flash over the wall. Astra and the gang, and Astra with the solo bolo onto Rami Baba. That is that's Maokai, ladies and gentlemen. He's a tank, by the way. Just killing the Gangplank fairly easily. There are 5 members topside. Kersey going to use the True Shot Barrage over top of it. Gale Force is already used by Cypress. A shutdown going over to this Nautilus. Cypress going to get out. Castellan is here. Jimmy Coy is alive as well. Does have the Curse of the Sad Mummy available. Is he going to use it? No, he's holding. He's trying to get in range. It doesn't hit anyone. Castellan going to use the Locket to try and stay alive. Is he going to survive? He is. Leandri's Anguish not going to be enough to finish it off, but Castellan trying to get in range to use the Curse of the Sad Mummy because he wanted 4. I believe he had at least 1 or 2, but got greedy, wanted to get more, and ends up getting no one.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate reality when you hold these abilities sometimes. The enemies get away, and you're not able to get that more favorable ultimate, especially when they have so much damage coming out from the Caitlyn. He just had to run away so fast.
Yeah, it's Caitlyn already working on her 3rd item as well as Cypress. So Cypress is actually caught back up in gold.
Yeah.
It's actually not that far behind, if he's far behind at all. But he does have the Gale Force and the Rocket.
Still down
wow.
1,200 gold.
Why are the items so even then?
RFC is significantly cheaper than Bloodthirster. I believe it's
Sure.
2,600 versus Bloodthirster being like 3,200.
Okay, fair enough. And the BS sword is worth a lot more than the pickaxe. Yeah. So I guess that's where that gold differential comes
Also,
in.
his boots are 200 gold cheaper, I guess. You want to count that as well.
See, this is why you're the color caster and the analyst, and I just scream things. That's you know all the gold prices. And Rami trying to get out of this, but oh my, Nick, where'd he go?
Kha'Zix's moment, I guess.
Well, Kha'Zix isn't 200 years. He's like 50 years. Kha'Zix came out pretty
he's
early.
a boy.
He's
Old champion at this point.
old man champion, but regardless of if he's old or young, something that is old and still very strong is this Baron, which Oakland are actually rotating towards right now. It's currently a 4v5. Rami does have teleport if they can prolong it, but this Baron is getting shredded. And we see a potential fight. Deadly First going to be used. The Curtain Call is activated as well. First one going to whiff. True Shot Barrage trying to get some extra damage. Purple is going to go in. Doesn't have the Aftershock anymore, but a huge Curse of the Sad Mummy. Castellan gets his moment, and can they make more out of it? Bensap so low. The health bars of Oakland so incredibly low. And Castellan finds his moment. Bensap going to try and finish off the kill onto the Samumu. Cypress very low himself. Does he go down? The jump doesn't connect. A shutdown into the pocket of Cypress. And a 1-for-4 in favor of UNC, and they are going to be the ones to take this Baron now.
Yeah, Cypress almost dying for using his force shot on the ward, but managing to still survive the fight thanks to a large part of the peeling on his team. But definitely, I would be sweating quite a bit there.
If they had waited just 2 more seconds, it could have been on Kersey as well. I'd like to note that. Bad teammates. I'd be pinging them right now. But no, that was a great team fight from UNC. Castellan hitting his moment. He was saving his ultimate for that fight. That's what it was. That was like that 4D chess moment. Like he knew what he was doing. But yeah, a great fight from UNC. They have Baron on 4 members. They're going to try and stop the dragon stacking of Oakland, but there are
Jimmy
5
Coy's
members.
ultimate already back up.
5 members strong in the bot side jungle of UNC. Rami Baba going to get the top lane treatment once again. Hensap going to finish him off, but the dredge line just barely going to miss. Castellan in a place that he probably shouldn't be. The twisted advance from Oster going to hit, but the Curse of the Sad Mummy is not available. True Shot Barrage is going to go over. There's not enough damage. Jimmy Coy going to dive in there to get some big damage. Bensap trying to go in onto Kersey. It is a 2v2 right now. Kersey locked up, and it could go down. No, just barely survives there. And Oakland just acting like that last fight didn't even happen.
Yeah, showing a really dominating fight there. Getting that soul point dragon, that's going to give them a lot of pressure come 5 minutes from now. UNC's going to have to be alive and ready to fight this dragon.
Yeah, UNC is up in gold, but it just feels like they're so far down in pressure. I mean, they're not able to win any of these team fights except for that last one, which, I mean, they got really good Mumu ultimate. Right there, I mean, he had a decent ultimate, but I don't think it was up. I think it was like 10 seconds until it was up. Because a Mumu ultimate is incredibly long cooldown.
Yeah, Rami he's gotten caught out before 2 fights twice in a row now. And that's a lot of their pressure on this Caitlyn. Just being able to knock 1,000k health off of her.
Yeah.
Or 1k health off of her. At any moment really forces her to play more conservatively instead of just DPSing the entire fight.
Yeah, Caitlyn has finished that 3rd item. Shaggy has the Infinity Edge. I don't know if does he have the 60% crit?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. I thought so.
All those items give crit.
Yeah, I thought so because that was like a change. It wasn't too recent, but I mean, it wasn't too long ago to give Bloodthirster critical strike chance. And right there, I mean, we saw Rami Baba's barrels do 918 damage to the minions. So even if you take a little bit less off of that for armor, that's still like 750, 800 damage.
Of course, those barrels pierce a lot of the armor already.
Yeah, he does have some armor pen in it, has that Lord Dominic's regard, and is working for...
Actually, Caitlyn has 0 bonus armor. When you do the math, she's probably going to have pretty close to 0 against a barrel. Maybe even negative.
Which will...
lethality.
Be very important in this, and it could look like the UNC is catching Purple Ace out, and yes, he is going to fall thanks to the slow and the root of the Deadly Flourish, and UNC could look to pressure these inhibitor turrets. They have a wave in the bot lane as well as one in the mid wave. Shaggy almost getting locked up by the Deadly Flourish there. True Shot Barrage used on the minions, and they are sieging these turrets now, Nick.
Yeah. Having a pretty favorable comp between the Jhin and the Ezreal for sieging, just being able to take off half of Shaggy's health with one combo. Surprising strong amount of damage.
Oh, Kersey trying to go in there and gets too big for his britches. Bensap going to finish him off right there. The Maokai ultimate is going to be used. Castellan going to tank it. I don't know why Rami didn't take it and use the orange, and right there used the orange instead. Knows what he's doing. Curse of the Sad Mummy hits 3, but it's not going to be useful in any way as UNC are having to retreat.
Helps them retreat, maybe.
Sure, but
not the way you want to use it.
Yeah, not in an offensive way. And now Oakland are the ones who are getting value out of this push. They're going to take down this mid lane turret.
Up 5k gold, but not able to win any of these fights.
And if Oakland are able to secure this next dragon, you really aren't going to be able to win any of these fights. Jimmy Coy trying to look for some damage onto Purple Ace. Purple Ace is going to go down here as well. The Death Charge is going to hit 3, actually. And that is some big CC chain. Jimmy Coy going to use the Aggie ultimate. Oh, my goodness. Picks off the kill onto Purple Ace. Still a 2-4-1 in favor of Oakland. Kersey used the teleport to get behind them, but it is currently a 1v4 where he's at. It actually picks up the kill onto Bensap. Uses the shift over the wall, but could he go down? He does, and it is currently a 2v3. Kersey goes in there. I'm sorry, not Kersey, but Castellan, and that could be all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. But actually, no. Seraphine is going to fall. It is 2 members alive on the Rift. I don't think they have the damage just yet to be able to take this mid lane turret. Yeah, are just going to take a recall and reset for this dragon.
Set up for this dragon, spend all that gold Caitlyn just got, and even Maokai.
He bought a full Lord Doms.
Oh my God! Buying the full and an elixir of iron as well.
Holy moly!
Gonna make it even harder for Rami and company to deal damage to her.
And just think about it. Oakland banned Caitlyn the first game.
Yeah.
They were the ones to ban it. But obviously leaving it up, they made the right choice in first picking it. Shaggy having a stellar performance this game. Do Oakland know there's a ward in the back? They have to. They have to see that.
I think they're banking on the fact that UNC needs to get this dragon. So they're just going to say, we're just going to take the Baron, force you to go down to the dragon. Rami's already starting it up. Jimmy almost there as well. But
is he able to finish it? Like, that dragon should have a lot of health. Okay, he is actually able to finish it off. So, going to deny that Ocean Soul for another potential 5 minutes. So
yeah, that's that pressure of Soul Point coming out. doing tons of work.
Especially Ocean Soul.
Just allowing them to get this free Baron by forcing UNC to go for what, for them at least, is lower value Dragon.
Yeah, that is nothing compared to what it is or what it would be for Oakland. Castellan trying to find another miracle angle for that Curse of the Sad Mummy. Inhibitor is going to fall, but that's the issue with Oakland right now. They don't have any other lanes that they can push, because all of the minion waves are not in favorable positions.
Yeah, they're all pushed out. They're missing their tier 2 turret in bot lane as well, so that wave is just super far pushed back. Of course, minions push further when you have fewer turrets, or when you've killed more of the enemy turrets.
Is going to make a difference if UNC are able to win one of these fights. Because all it takes, Nick, is one fight.
Yeah.
And UNC can knock on the doors of these inhibitor turrets and potentially take their own inhibitor.
Oakland still down gold. Still down nearly 1,000 gold, but certainly not looking like it.
Yeah, gold and pressure are two different metrics. One of them is measured in the top, but the other one is not. Oakland currently in the driver's seat this game. Shaggy, he is the one driving. He is the man in the front of the car. 11, 5, and 13. 24 KP out of 29. True Shot Barrage to try and chip off that wave a little bit, but UNC just don't have any wave clear.
Yeah, they're not really able to clear these waves from a far range, especially without Rami, who's pushing down bot lane, hoping to maybe trade away.
He almost
hoping it won't end in a loss for that.
He almost has teleport, so he might be banking it that if it really comes down to it, he can just TP to one of the Nexus turrets.
Yeah.
But
Maokai
actually, if they can stop the, oh, he hit him with the deadly flourish, but it didn't stop him. But Rami might actually get this bot turret so incredibly low.
Close, but not quite able to take down the turret. Had they stopped it, he might have even been able to get the end.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Austria got hit by the deadly flourish, but just hit at the right time that the recall still went through. 3v3 on this top side. They know it's like that. Castellan goes in. Yeah, I was about to say. Curse of the Sad Mummy.
Forcing flash and cleanse from Shaggy.
Purple Ace going to be taken down. Shaggy's very low in the second bandage toss. Castellan so great in this fight. 2 kills for nothing. Bensap is there. Castellan now waltzing into his own jungle thinking he's safe. No, is going to be taken down by the Kazakhs. Jimmy Koi wanting to take down Hensap. Hensap just barely going to dodge the deadly flourish. Jimmy Koi should have the E here in a second. The flash away, though, not going to save you. Jimmy Koi getting another kill. And that is a 3-for-1 trade in favor of UNC, but there's minions on their Nexus, and Bensap is here. Cypress is but a lowly Jhin. Make that a 3-for-2 in favor of UNC still.
Yeah. Certainly good to have them off of those turrets, stopping them from getting the top turret and top inhib, but they still managed to get the tier 2.
Yeah. That is very important, and the directed cam did not take us to it, but if you look on the map, the Nexus turret, the right Nexus turret for UNC has taken a good bit of damage.
Yeah.
So that is one of the issues with letting all of that happen. And Oakland do have 2 teleports. So if there are minions in the base of UNC and UNC are not careful and keeping their eyes on both Hensap and Astra, they could easily TP in there and end the game. Next dragon spawns in 40 seconds, Nick. What do UNC need to do to secure this?
UNC, they're in a favorable position. They have the prio on the drag right now. So that's a good start, but they're going to need to make sure Castellan needs to be hitting these bandage toss. Can't quite tell. I think Curse of the Sad Mummy's up.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so he's going to have access to that. That is going to need to count for this.
Yeah. Well, we do have a spell shield on Bensap. I have to see if that makes a difference in this fight. It should, especially if he is hit with the bandage toss. But Shaggy is the name of the game for UNC. Are they able to eliminate him? Rami Bobby having to flash over the wall right there. Might have to go a little bit further. Doesn't want to get dove on. Austra playing very far up, knowing that he is just able to make so much space. Bensap being taken low. Castellan goes in and hits a huge three-man Curse of the Sad Mummy, but can UNC capitalize off it? Jimmy Coy going in, trying to pick off Shaggy, so incredibly low. Encore is going to go wide, but a shutdown. That is 2 kills in favor of UNC. It is a 4v3. Austra tanking so many Jin bullets. Ace in the hole is going to go out. Kersey going to take it, and they're just going to shred down this dragon. Could potentially try and fight for more. Austra being taken further than he wants to go. True Shot Barrage is going to go over. That's a lot of damage. Shaggy's very low. Ron Bob going to be taken down. Cypress going to be taken down. And oh my goodness, Shaggy doing work in this fight on the way pings towards this bot lane. But Castellan is up in 10. So it will not be the end of the game just yet. But UNC get the dragon and stave off this soul. But Oakland get a lot off of that.
Yeah, they're going to get this turret. They've finally caught up in gold now. But they're now going to get another turret and probably the inhib, maybe the mid inhib as well. But
yeah, I think they're just easily going to use this pressure that they have to go to the mid inhib. But they could rotate the top as well. We do see Castellan rotating up there to try and clear this wave, thin it out a little bit. And this right here is going to be the biggest play of the game so far.
Yeah.
It's all members for Oakland are up. UNC is without 2. Rami does have teleport, so if he is able to get there, I think he can just run. Kersey does not have teleport, though.
yeah.
But he does send the True Shot Barrage immediately over. Try and pick him off there. Oh my goodness, Shaggy just going to be able to pick off right there. Jimmy Coy trying to dash over the wall, and it didn't hit. But a big Encore going to hit onto, was that Cypress? Yeah, it was Cypress. Ace in the hole going to pick off a lot of damage from Kersey. That's a lot. Oh my goodness, Jimmy Coy! Where did that come from?
Big Rabadon's boosted.
Big damage blast.
Yeah, his big damage blast coming out, killing multiple, just doing so much damage. That Echo ultimate, you always need to be paying attention for it, because if you don't, you're probably gonna take massive. Probably just gonna die. But like looking back at the dragon fight, one thing that was different from like the previous fight that they won, they didn't hit the Curse of the Sad Mummy onto Shaggy. So Shaggy manages to make it out, and I think that's going to be the key for UNC winning this game. Caitlyn very strong in the late game, now has a GA though, so they're really going to have to get her into that GA and then kill the rest of the team before she can get back up.
She also has cleanse, keep that in mind. So
Yeah.
even if she does get hit by the Curse of the Sad Mummy, she is able to just cleanse it off. So they need to burn it out some other way, whether that is through the Bandage Toss, through the Deadly Flourish, through Kersey, I'm sorry, not Kersey, but Jimmy Coy's Parallel Convergence. They need to try and burn that out before they can truly commit on to killing her.
Yeah. They're going to be sieging in top lane. This is not a good position for UNC as waves push in with super minions mid and bot.
UNC need to try and pull the trigger here while they do see that Bensap is towards the spot. They have minions crashing on their turret. They have to go and clear them. Ace in the hole going to be used on Castellan for some poke. And that turret might fall. Nope, just barely not going to fall to the super minion. Kersey trying to get some poke damage, but the health bars are just so big for Oakland.
Yeah.
Oh, Castellan does hit it, and that is a 3-man Curse of the Sad Mummy, but the damage just isn't there. UNC just don't have it. Oakland trying to get so much off of this. Curtain Call going to be used. Purple is going to stop it right there, but the turret's going to kill him. It is currently a 2v3. Shaggy is still up. Hensap is still up. The Nexus turrets for UNC are not up. Turrets going down. Could they still win this fight? Shaggy going in, trying to make it work, but Cypress goes down. Kersey's going to pick off Shaggy. Can he make it work? Austra and Hensap. No, the Nexus is going to fall. They are just too tanky, too much damage. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to a game 3. Holy moly. Whew. My. Nick, we have a series on our hands.
Yeah. Caitlyn really popping off there. Shaggy doing tons of damage and really dominating that game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Shaggy, easily MVP of this game. I don't think UNC are going to let that Caitlyn go through.
Yeah.
Or if they pick blue side, then they could first pick that
That's
Caitlyn
true.
And take it away from him that way. But yeah, Shaggy just doing so much work. And I mean, like you saw UNC doing everything that they can, throwing everything and the kitchen sink at Shaggy, trying to pick him off, trying to get him low. But I mean, right there, I think he did get hit by the Curse of the Sad Mummy, but just immediately cleansed it off.
Got knocked into GA, which would have been big if he hadn't had the GA. I think it was Jimmy Coy that managed to do that, get him into the resurrection. But Jimmy Coy's Echo was not quite able to kill her. Multiple fights, like the one dragon fight where she makes it out alive, not quite able to kill her. And that was just a consistent trend across the game. UNC didn't really have a good way to get on top of the Caitlyn outside of Jimmy Coy's Echo, and just Seraphine offers so much peel.
Yeah. Has the W, has the E, has the Encore ultimate as well, just doing so much to create space and to just hard CC UNC. I mean, Castellan had all armor items and was still taking like 500 damage in auto attack from Shaggy.
Plus his E passive, well, even reducing those auto attacks more.
Yeah.
Just so much damage from the Caitlyn.
This Amumu pick just died, I think, too much in lane.
Yep.
And it allowed Shaggy to snowball, because I think Shaggy only had like 7 or 8 deaths that entire game, and Castellan had like 13 or 14.
Yeah.
So he was quite literally throwing himself at Oakland, trying to get the kills that UNC needed to be able to make it work. But I do believe we are going to hop into a short break before we go into Game 3. This is an exciting series, people. You do not want to miss the end of this one, so don't look away from that browser. UNC Esports will be right back.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. I'll find you. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Game 3 of UNC and Oakland University. Oakland going to be on the red side this time around because UNC wanted blue. And as Nick was saying off camera, got a little bit of a – do you want to say it, Nick?
Yeah, we got the Sivir Yumi, a little resident sleeper, but, it's a classic bot lane from this season. See it all the time. So good. So
Very
much
powerful.
movement speed, so much damage, so annoying.
And like something that's incredibly just weird out of this is UNC still Draven's still banned, but they did opt to ban the Seraphine. So they thought it was that big of an issue last game that they did not want to see it back in the hands of Hensap in the mid lane for Oakland, and banned the Maokai as well. But Oakland were assuming that UNC were going to ban this Caitlyn, so they held off to ban it until the very last ban. But they did have to say, okay, UNC's not going to ban it, so if we leave it up, they're going to take it.
Yeah, Cypress. Pretty good on Caitlyn, seen it in the past. Interesting draft order. We see the Yumi first pick. Not too surprising, really powerful champion. But they answer back with the Nautilus and the Ornn. And then UNC responds with Sivir, which is almost like a counter to Nautilus. That spell shield just denying the hook, giving her so much freedom early game in the lane. And Twitch is not going to help with that too much either.
Yeah, I don't know if Twitch might have one way of breaking the spell shield, and that's with the little poison thing that he throws.
His flask is probably able to break it, but I mean, I'm fairly confident Cypress is going to be able to hold it for the Nautilus hook.
Yeah, just be able to have that good reaction time. But also something I want to talk about for UNC as well is this Kayn in the jungle and then the Gragas top. So Rami going to be
on the Bomba.
Gragas Bomba. That's this comp out of UNC. And with the Victor as well. So they have two decent AP threats. A bruiser in the jungle, as I assume Jimmy Coy is going to go Red Kayn.
Yeah.
Especially into the composition of Oakland. I don't think you want to go Blue Kayn into Ornn, into Ornn and Kindred as well.
Yeah.
Because if you try and blow someone up, she just throws down that Lamb's Respite and. Now you're just a squishy assassin in the back line, and then you just get popped. So I assume he's going to opt for the Red Kayn. Going to be a lot of knockups, a lot of healing, a lot of just disruption in the back line.
I'm a big fan of the Kindred pick with the Twitch. It's going to Twitch a very strong ADC, but typically immobile and squishy is his biggest weakness.
Yeah.
Kindred's going to be able to save him. Like, if Twitch starts using his ultimate, Kindred's is going to be able to throw down the Lamb's Respite and just make it so Twitch is not able to die, but Twitch is still able to hit the entire enemy team.
Yeah, and he's able to get those poison stacks onto them. While it's not as effective as something like Callista Spears or something like that, but you are still able to chunk them if
Especially
you do get enough of those stacks.
You get those max stacks, and then you hit E. If it's on the whole team, that's easily a couple thousand damage across the entire team.
100%, and it's all true damage at that. Because
the E's
the E's
magic
not,
damage.
but yeah, the E's not, but the passive itself is true damage.
Yeah.
So if you get, I think it's 6 stacks.
Yeah, 6.
Yeah. So and each one I think does 6 damage or something like that.
It scales with AP. I don't think we're gonna be seeing an AP Twitch come out.
Maybe
that would be fun, but
yeah, I do
doubt.
I do think Oakland locked in the Azir for their mid lane, so that'll be they did hold it for last, so that Victor was a blind pick, and the Azir into the Victor. Azir does have a lot of poke himself, able to throw out the Sand Soldiers to be able to do so much in that lane, to be able to just make Victor hate his life, which I assume that is what Hensap is going to want to try and do.
Other than that, we had any other interesting picks you thought?
trying to look over at the monitor. Orn is back on the table for Oakland, so they played that in game 1.
Oh, another high scaling comp with the Twitch and the Orn and the Kindred and Vizier. They all scale so well.
Yeah, once again, UNC are sort of put on the timer. They need to get this ball rolling with their comp. But, I mean, they do have some decently scaling members as well. They have the Yumi, they have the Sivir, and the Victor as well, able to get those upgrades on his abilities.
Kane also no slouch in the late game, especially Red Kane being the bruiser. He's so good with items, so difficult to kill, and then you get him low, he ults, all of his health's back.
Yeah. It'd be a thorn in the side of Oakland if they do not shut him down early. But we will have to see how well UNC and Oakland are really wanting this series win. I believe this is the first 3 games that we have had all season. I think every other game has either been 2-0 or 0-2.
You might be right about that.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
I don't believe we have had a 3-game series. So if you are still sticking with us, this is going to be a very exciting thing for this season. Will UNC come out on top, or will Oakland complete the reverse sweep and take this series out from UNC's right under UNC's nose? You can only find out if you stay and watch. So don't look away from that browser. UNC Esports will be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, I promised it, and I am going to deliver. Game 3 of UNC League of Legends versus Oakland is here. UNC on the blue side, Oakland on the red side. I'm standing next to Nick. Nick, this game, incredibly important, and Cypress is the one who is not running any defensive sums this time around, but does have the Yuumi, so might be a little justified.
Yuumi herself is basically a defensive. Am I muted?
No,
Okay.
you're good.
Yuumi is basically a defensive sub on her own. Plus, you got the double sums from her because she doesn't have to run flash, so you're getting heal and exhaust on top of just having a Yuumi. So the defensive prowess of the team is still very high. Also, if not on the Sivir in the late game, still has the option to go on Jimmy Coy on Kane. So
does have a lot of uses for this this support. And speaking of support, we didn't even talk about it. We do have a sub for UNC. It is not Castellan who is going to be supporting this time around, but it is actually John Luxana Unana, who is a very seasoned UNC player, was on JV last year and is now on varsity this year. So he's moving up in the world. But they do see Oakland pressuring this bot side invade, trying to go for the red, but Kersey does have the inside track. Purple Ace is going to hit the dredge line, forcing the flash out of Jimmy Coy and the heal out of Luxana. But Shaggy getting very low, having to use the pots. The Ghost is going to be procced. Exhaust goes down. Purple Ace is already going to go down. Bensap is in a bit of trouble as well, flashing over. Cypress flashing over as well. Going to be able to finish it off. One more auto will do it. A lot of flashes all around. Kersey wanting to get in on the action. Hensap so low. One more auto will do it. Oh, the prowling projectile and a triple kill already for Cypress. If you wanted a good start to this game, UNC, you got it.
yeah, starting really strong. This is the kind of fight that could just snowball out of control. UNC using a ton of sums, though, but remember, Oakland's Kindred was there.
Shaggy could be trying to pick off Cypress right here. Does have the level advantage onto him, and does get the shutdown. Jimmy Coy is still here. Doesn't have a lot of health, but Luxana, oh no, going to get locked up. The Mastery level 7 to add insult to injury, and what lead UNC did have is pushed a little bit further down.
Yeah.
It was a good job by Shaggy, though. Uses the invisibility to go around Cypress and Luxana, knowing, oh, wow, good buffer off of the E from Rami there.
Kindred pushing into Jimmy Coy's jungle, trying to make up that CS lead-ish that Jimmy got to start with because he actually got a leash.
Yeah.
And he didn't die, so Kindred not in the best position ever.
Rami Baba taking a bit of damage off of Astra. Two tanks in the top lane, not wanting to really aggro the other too much. And Rami, he's going very defensive as well. Built the tier of the goddess, so not wanting to fight. Doesn't have AP, doesn't have health stats. Literally just trying to stack up that mana.
Okay, Kindred getting the first mark. Ben Snap definitely going to appreciate that, but you still need to get to that 4-1 for them to really come into play when you get that extra 75 range.
Yeah, that is going to be the big difference maker in terms of this. Cypress does block the dredge line from Purple Ace and going to be able to get some return poke damage. And that's what's really good about this Sivir. After she does block the dredge line, Yuumi is able to hop off, able to deal some damage, and then hop back on and still be safe.
Yeah, and get that passive shield too.
Exactly.
Just get and mana back, of course, which is something Yuumi is typically very starved for.
Very mana-hungry champion. As we do see Rami Baba TPing back to top lane. Try and stave off the push from Astra. Both junglers are bot side. Some MIA pings from Betsap. I believe they know that Jimmy Coy is there. Jimmy Coy did use the sweeper, though, so actually going to go in. Hensap taking some damage. Jimmy Coy not able to do much of anything else because it doesn't have any knockups there.
But is going to force the recall. And he has, Hensnap has no TP left, so going to have to walk back. Percy probably going to be able to push this wave under tower by the time he's getting there.
Yeah,
Hard to
maybe.
say.
Ooh, new Peebos.
Got it.
I'm happy.
Peebo, Pumpkin Peebo, and a Peebo Dracula, it looks like.
Vampire. Vampeebo.
Bam Peebo.
If we could move the mouse behind Pumpkin Peebo. Yeah, there we go. Pumpkin Peebo is hiding the mouse. Where did it go? No one knows. But speaking of mice, or in this case rats, rats. Shaggy comes back to the lane with the pickaxe, a longsword, and I believe he started with the longsword, and the dagger, to the 2 longswords and dagger of Cypress, who started D-Blade instead. So different emphases on different stuff for both bot laners.
Kindred and Jimmy Koi passing
Uh-oh.
between each other like 2 ships in the night through that jungle.
Yeah, Cypress, this has to be a great bait. Yeah, Purple Ace had no idea that Jimmy Koi was there, going to pick up the kill onto him. Not able to get anything else. So the Prowling Projectile actually going to hit Shaggy. Not going to do anything, though, because he does have that Ghost active.
Loxana and Jimmy Koi running after Kindred.
Hey, yeah, I just noticed Kindred is...
Ooh, is Jimmy
Does
Koi.
Jimmy Koi know he's... Oh, he found him. He found him. Oh, no, he misses the Q over the wall. Oh, do they give it to Kersey, though? Yeah, they do give it to Kersey. That is so unfortunate for Bensap, because not only do you die there, you lose so much tempo.
Yeah.
Because not only did you waste time getting there, you waste time with your death timer, and then you waste time going back to your topside jungle, which is the only place that you have stuff.
Yeah, and Jimmy Koi is just continuing to clear up. Gonna get more CES. And got some orbs off of that, closer to transformation.
Yeah.
Rami using the ultimate, the explosive cast, not gonna find the kill though.
Uh-oh. Yeah, Astra doesn't have much mana left as well, but just enough to use the Call of the Forge God. Oh, the flash! Oh, the buffer! Holy crap, Rami! Buffering the brittle auto from Astra, saving himself there. Holy crap. That it might not have looked that mechanically impressive, but it still incredibly was. Jimmy Koi taking a lot of damage from Bensap right there, having to use the E to get through the wall, but holy moly. Rami Baba performing one of the most simple mechanical outplays I've seen in a long time.
Yeah, just canceling that brittle with his body slam,
Belly bump.
allowing him to survive with a little more health. I'm not sure it would have killed, but it probably would have been pretty close.
It
Brittle
would've-
does so much
Yeah,
damage.
he was at like 200 HP. It would have knocked him up for a second as well. So maybe he would have had to burn Flash because Astra already used his Flash to get there.
Yeah.
So it would have been close. You're right. You're exactly right. It would have been close. Shaggy and Purple Ace Cypress using the spell shield, but tad bit late on it. But luckily it did not land anyway.
Dodging it anyway. So.
Yeah. Who needs to use spell shield when you just dodge it? No.
Yeah.
Shaggy.
Just dodge forehead.
Just come on, man. It's easy. Just do it. Come on. See, that's like the higher elo you get, the more like nuanced dodging becomes. It was like whenever you're iron or bronze, you really don't dodge.
Yeah.
Like you just get hit by everything. If you're like silver, gold, okay, you like start to learn how to dodge. But then like you get to before I finish my story, Cypress and the gang in a bit of trouble. But the flash from Purple Ace to get the root, gonna pay for it. Shaggy might die to minions. Yeah, it is going to die to minions, and this is going to be a clean 3-0 in favor of UNC. And Loxana takes the last kill from Cypress. Yeah, that was just so overly aggressive from Oakland, and I think that might really hurt them.
Loxana Udana just really wanted those 2 Dark Seal stacks.
He's got a total of 4 now, man.
Yeah.
He's living the every Yumi's dream.
Yeah.
Only 1 kill off of full KP. Which one did he not help with?
Not sure actually.
It was whenever Kindred died by the bottom inhibitor.
Oh yeah. Didn't quite make it over to Jimmy.
Oh, no.
Missing the Shurima shuffle.
Yeah, Kersey could still die, though. Does get locked up by Purple Ace. Purple Ace does not have the dredge line just yet, but the Yumi is here. The Goon Squad is live. Kersey actually flashes over to get the root onto Hensap. Purple Ace is going to fall here. Jimmy Coy going to pick up another kill for himself. But Rami Baba on the other side gets hit by the call of the Forge God. Bensap going to be in hot pursuit. Rami Baba trying to get out, uses the flash to get forward, and Bensap is going to slay Rami Baba.
Yeah.
But Cypress knows he's all alone down here with Shaggy. No. Wait, he has to know he's there.
He doesn't know.
Oh my gosh, Shaggy! That was one of the, oh my gosh, juke of the century right there. I thought for sure Cypress would have known, since he didn't find him, that he went into the alcove, but
maybe. Apparently not. Maybe he just assumed Twitch had enough movement speed to make it out.
he's still here, getting the minion XP, and Cypress could hit him with the Q, potentially kill him, but Purple Ace is around. And clear this ward though.
Gonna pick up the Herald top side. Maybe gonna look to drop that probably mid or top, as this bot turret already almost gone.
Yeah, if you're wanting to get the most value out of it, put it in a lane that has at least 2 plates left on it, because then you can get the most gold. And Cypress already has this Kraken Slayer, so is able to push these waves so incredibly effectively that doesn't really need much more help.
Yeah. Just pressing W and autoing a couple times, gonna deal so much damage to the minions.
Just press W, forehead.
Yeah.
Rami taking a lot of damage from Ornn. I mean, Nick, I don't know if you knew, but Ornn is actually an assassin.
Yeah.
He's an assassin, marksman,
Tank, mage.
Tank, mage, enchanter. But Jimmy Coy actually going to get locked up by Purple Ace there. Could be in a bit of trouble. Does have the ultimate if he needs to. Pops it at the last second.
Ignited, so he's just going to die inside the Umbral Trespass.
I'm surprised he doesn't already have form change. Maybe he does, and it's Blue King.
Yeah, he probably got the blue one, so he has to wait that 5 minutes to get the other one. Just going to get reduced by every orb he gets.
Yeah, that is very worth it. And Kersey chasing down this Kindred in the bot side. Bensap saying, wait a minute, I've seen this episode before. Oh, one more will do it. The laser just going to miss. Jimmy Coy says, I want it, I want it. Doesn't get there in time to get it, but he actually does opt for the Blue Cane.
Really? Opting for Blue Cane with Conqueror. Looks like he's going to go the Bruiser Blue Cane build. See sometimes with the Gore Drinker combined with the Mana Mute.
Yeah, he does have the Tear of the Goddess ready to be able to start stacking that up. But, I mean, I guess his and the rest of the team's philosophy is blow up Shaggy.
Yeah.
And you win the fight. So maybe they are counting on Jimmy Coy to be able to kill Twitch before the Kindred ultimate can go down.
Perhaps.
And, I mean, if they're able to do that, then you really win the fight, because as of this point right now, Shaggy's the only AD threat on Oakland. Kindred just doesn't have enough damage right now at this point to make a difference. Does have the Kraken Slayer, but that's the only thing Bensap has to his name.
Herald going down mid lane. Looks like they're going to take the mid turret.
Yeah, should be able to take it there. Uh-oh. They're actually going to go for more here.
The ultimate.
Yeah, Death Charge is going to be used, but not going to do anything. Looks like the Rams spike does go down, and Hensap throws Jimmy Coy under the turret. But Cypress is going to finish off the kill anyways. That is another triple kill for Cypress. Astra using Call of the Forge God. Shaggy is behind. Can he get something out of this, or is he simply just in a bad place?
Yeah, looks like he's just going to opt to run away.
I don't know why Cypress. Okay, yeah, I was about to say Cypress hit the turret, man. I was like, kill the turret. But yeah, that is 2 turrets in the past minute for UNC. So tempo has swung incredibly in their favor.
Yeah, Yumi's favorite chapter combining with Sivir's run you down, really just making it impossible for them to escape the massive amount of damage that Sivir is able to do.
And the thing is, there was no there was no, what's the word? I guess intention from you or shown from UNC that they were going to engage.
Yeah.
It was just they were taking the turret, and then as soon as that turret failed, boom, they just immediately engages. There was no build up. There was no like ability for Oakland to say, okay, we know they're going to engage after this. So I think that really caught them off guard.
Immediately snapping the 2 ultimates.
Uh-oh. Jimmy Coy doing the, not able to finish off Shaggy because of
Not
the reinforcements.
opting for the Umbral Trespass. But
I think he could have killed him there, but
yeah, he probably would have
will
died
die.
in return, yeah.
So
Not Red Cane, not quite as bulky, not as much healing, even with the Gore Drinker.
Yeah, it is going to make all the difference. But second Dragon going to be going the way of UNC. Jimmy Coy picking it up right now. It is a Hex Tech Drake, so we could see either Ocean, Infernal, or Mountain for our Rift. I have to see. It is going to be Ocean, so that is 2 Ocean Rifts in a row. Helps a lot with Jimmy Coy, who likes to play these little dark pockets of vision, be able to just assassinate people. So having those extra brushes is going to make his life a lot easier. Bot turret being sieged, and not really much NSAP can do.
Yeah.
But, uh-oh. Goon Squad coming top lane. Rami Baba says, why me, God? Why me? Purple Ace, almost goes down there.
Yeah, flashing. Kindred did not have the Lamb's Respite up.
It's Rami pinging MIA top because there's 4 while they're getting their bot lane tier 2. Jimmy Coy going to pick up a kill onto Shaggy off the back end of it. Not going to survive, though. Oh, Shaggy actually got the kill. He got the kill post-mortem from the poison. So really good from UNC, though. A really questionable play from Oakland, killing the Gragas, who really isn't worth that much gold.
No, especially not relative to the massive amount of gold a tier 2 is worth.
Yeah.
Which UNC ended up getting in return.
And
they didn't even get the top turret.
Yeah, and not even just the massive gold, but the pressure. I mean, that opens that bot up, and you are going up against a team that already has 2 dragons. So they just need 2 more, and they have this Ocean Soul. Which, if they get Ocean Soul, you are never killing anyone on UNC.
No.
Because they have the Ocean Soul, they have Yuumi, they, one of them has a Gore Drinker, the other one has healing built into his passive. I mean, I assume Cypress is going to build Bloodthirster at some point.
Probably looking at a 4th item Bloodthirster.
Kersey just using the Chaos Storm to steal some chickens right there. I approve. Holy moly, Cypress just...
Cypress all alone. But they're rotating up.
Yeah, the Goon Squad has arrived. Purple Ace making the grave mistake of walking forward. Shaggy doing the same as well. Purple Ace going to fall. Shaggy going down as well. It is a 3v5. Austra, I don't know what you were expecting to do there, my friend. Double kill going in favor of Cypress. UNC could go for more explosive cast. Going to knock Hensat back. Lemsprite is used, as well as the Emperor's Divide. Jimmy Coy going to go in there. And could we see an ace? And here it goes. Shink right there. And it is going to almost a clean ace. Rami Baba had to go and die there at the end. That's big Sag. But, yeah, an 18-minute ace for UNC. And they are taking the last inner turret for Oakland. And I would say they would go to Baron, but Baron's not up yet.
Not even up. Jimmy Coy on the Herald still. Are we going to see a Herald dance at the end of this game?
Maybe.
I'm certainly hoping so.
I don't know where was this UNC team last game?
Yeah. It certainly feels strange for them to have be up so far last game and still not be able to do enough to win. And then this game, they still have a gold lead, but now they're actually pressing this advantage really hard.
I think that is the power of the Sivir Yuumi. I mean, you could just look at the stat lines. Kersey in a bit of trouble, just hit by the call of the Forge God, and just getting 1v1, excuse me. Hence, he actually gets out!
Wow.
He gets out! Uses the Corrupting Potion to keep him alive from the Leandri's anguish. And holy moly. But yeah, as I was saying, I mean, Cypress 10, 1, and 5. Laksana Unana 1, 1, and 15. Only 3 kills off of having full KP. Just doing anything and everything they can to keep UNC in this game.
Yeah, UNC up so much. This Azir turret will help stave off a push for a little bit, but not for long.
How much and how long can it keep it alive for? That is the big question. Shaggy's behind. Could we see a stream of shuffle? No, Hensap just doesn't pull the trigger. Cypress going for the 2v4 double kill. Jimmy Coy has arrived. Hensap does have the ultimate available, doesn't even use it. Jimmy Coy and the gang, a 3v4, a triple kill going in favor of Cypress, and that's 4 members down. And this inhibitor turret is just going to fall here, Nick.
Yeah.
Yep, there's the Rift Herald.
Rift Herald gonna go down. Cypress looking for a kill. Ornn too quick, but just gonna opt to go mid lane.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Ornn, what do you do here? I mean, granted, your teammates are up in 3 seconds, so they might be able to prevent any more damage than just this bot lane turret. Kersey
gonna get the next charge on the turret, destroying it. The Nexus turret.
Holy moly, Kersey in a bit of trouble. Belly bump going to be used. Jimmy Coy going to be able to kill Shaggy here. Yeah, the ultimate, actually no, going to be saved by the Lamb's Respite, but not going to do enough. Shaggy goes down, and Nick, this game is all but over.
Wow.
Oh, no, Jimmy
no,
Coy!
not Jimmy.
Oh, Shaggy left the game already.
Yeah.
Knows that the end is nigh. Yeah, this game, I don't know where this UNC squad was last game, Nick.
Yeah. A very strong performance from them. Felt like Oakland could do almost nothing that entire game.
Oh, don't kill him. He's in the fountain. Flashing back to safety.
Shaggy's already left the game.
Cypress trying to do more. Oh, dodges the Emperor. He reconnected only to lose. He watched his Nexus explode, and that is going to be a very decisive Game 3 victory for UNC. I mean, that first game out of UNC, they looked unbeatable.
Yeah.
Then Game 2 rolls around, and Oakland were putting up a fight.
Yeah, they ended up – Shaggy really ended up carrying them out through that game. Massive amounts of damage coming out from him, despite – his team overall being down 5K for most of the game.
Yeah, and I think they were only up in gold within the last 5 or 6 minutes of Game 2. But then Game 3 rolls around, and UNC apparently just with the support change as well. I think that was also a big thing, because that is the difference in Castellan and Laksana is their play styles. Castellan is very tank engage. I like being the one who starts fights, and that's fine. That's a perfectly viable strategy. But Laksana is a lot better at these enchanters. He is a big fan of the Yuumi, of the Soraka, of the Lulu. Likes playing these enchanter supports, and obviously pairing that up with Cypress's Sivir, just you can't kill them. They are incredibly fast. They have CC and damage. What more could you want out of a bot lane duo? And they just ran through this game.
Cypress is a really talented ADC, and having that extra support on him to just keep him alive and even enabling him to do more damage has just proven so important in that last game.
Yeah, the Yuumi just enabling not only Sivir but Jimmy Coy on the Kayn. Victor as well was there, and Rami he was getting the top lane treatment, being dove numerous times for just existing.
Didn't really get to see him bomba anyone.
It's the thought that counts.
Yeah, there was an attempt.
He bombed in our hearts and in our minds. So that's the true message of the Rami Baba Gragas. Well, I mean, that about does it for us here. Nick, you got any final things to say?
Have a happy Halloween. I hope you have a great weekend, and we'll see you again next week. I don't think we have any more games this week. No Smash. We have CSGO tomorrow, but there will not be a Smash tournament this weekend, so We'll see you guys probably on Tuesday.
Yeah, we Tuesday we have yet to decide if we are doing Overwatch or League. So obviously, if you're watching right now, you like League to some extent. So if we are doing it on Tuesday, we're playing. Okay, yeah. So we are
will
going to
definitely
do.
be doing League.
We will, yeah. Okay, I've just been told that we are doing UNC. If you keep up with the LCS Proving Ground circuit at all, which is their minor league / collegiate like affiliation, like right under the academy level. There is a team called Maryville University, which is full of a lot of challenger players, former LCS players. There's a player on their team whose name is Niles. Niles used to play for Counterlogic Gaming. So he has had a lot of professional experience, and UNC is playing them on Tuesday. So if you want to see a banger of a match, if you want to see such good competitive spirit between these two teams, both of them wanting to secure some wins heading into the final weeks of the fall split. I don't know what you have to do to qualify for playoffs.
Not quite sure either, but
I don't know.
We'll probably find out. We're getting pretty close to it.
Yeah, UNC is 4-2 now because they went in today 3-2, as well as Oakland. Oakland were also 3-2. So going into the last week 4-2, maybe they can improve it to 5-2, or maybe they will just sit at 4-3. But who knows? The only way you can find out is if you tune in.
Yeah, gotta watch our UNC squad fight. Perhaps the best collegiate team in the country.
If not the best collegiate team, they are definitely top 3.
Yeah.
So they are incredibly good. They have played against numerous LCS Academy teams and won. They have played against other minor league like challenger teams and beat them pretty handily. So if you want to see more of that action, tune in on Tuesday. Wednesday we got Valorant. Thursday we will be having. Oh, never mind. Valorant is done. We do not have Valorant on Wednesday, but Thursday we will have Overwatch. Right? Don't think so. They're done too?
They're done. Yeah, well, their last game is also Tuesday.
Oh, their last game is Tuesday. Okay, so we will not be having any more of Overwatch League or Valorant. CSGO done as well?
No, they have tomorrow.
Okay, so CSGO has one more game next week. So if you or anyone you know enjoys CSGO, be sure to tune in for that. And then we have Game Fest coming up, not next week,
but the week
after. Yeah, so if you are interested in doing some community events for Game Fest, whether that's with League, Valorant, CSGO, I don't know what a variety of games. What do you say? Rhythm games, other stuff. So if you have,
going to be a million events.
Yes,
we'll be streaming a lot of them, including League.
Yeah,
if you like League, tune in.
And I'm sure, and it will also be a charity stream. So that is something that we are working on right now with the American Heart Association. Yeah, so that is going to be very, very nice to be able to raise support for that awesome organization, to be able to help people who are either have like heart conditions or need some types of surgery and or other stuff like that. So more details on that in the future.
Yeah.
But As for right now, Nick, I don't have anything else to say. Do you have anything else to say?
I don't have anything else either.
All right.
Hope you all have a great evening.
Yeah, now is the time you can turn off that browser, sadly. Get some sleep. Tomorrow's Friday. Wake up bright and early, be productive, and just be an awesome person. You all have a good night.